Alright guys, I thought I'd participate in Dave's contest. Sounds pretty cool. It's a learning experience. I thought I'd give it a try. First thing you're going to notice is that it is extremely windy here. I'm sure you guys can hear that, but if you can't, let me bring you up real quick and show you those trees. It's actually one of the windiest days we've had all year. But you know what? You can't pick the weather. So these are the conditions I'm going to have to try this in. Obviously, the first challenge is to make some fire using only the 3 items you chose. Now the 3 items I chose was a metal canteen. I chose a large fixed blade, which in this case I'm going to be using my K-bar. And the last thing I chose was a ferro rod or fire steel. And this is the supplied one that came with the Hedgehog Leatherworks sheath. So that's what I'll be using today, and in the next couple days doing this challenge if I have time to supply the videos. The first part of this challenge is you have to simulate soaking wet conditions, many days of rain. What I have to do is I'm going to use this mason jar full of water to soak my ferro rod, my fire starting device, for 2 minutes straight. And I have a watch here, a stopwatch I'll use to time that. As well as I have a 2-liter bottle of water here, which I'm going to poke holes in and drizzle all over my tinder to again simulate a constant rainfall. Now tinder I chose just in my own area here. It took me about 15-20 minutes to collect. I grabbed some birch bark. Now this is not off of a tree. This was actually from a rotting piece on the ground. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm going to use it as a little bit of a table or an area to put my other tinder on. I got some cattail heads here. This is from last year's crop. And I also have some milkweed pods. These are enclosed pods. I think the fluff on the inside here that's attached to the seeds should probably work pretty well catching a spark. Again, I apologize for all the wind. As I said before, it's extremely windy here. So anyway, let's get started. First I'm going to soak my tool for 2 minutes. So here's the ferro rod. I'll drop it in right now. Show you it's in the water. And let me get my stopwatch here ready. Here it is in screen. It's in there. It's in the jar. And here we go, 2 minutes. Pour this off to the side. See there's my fire starting device. Put this mason jar off to the side. So there it is. A quick little note here. Most of this stuff is already wet. We had on and off drizzling yesterday, and then we had heavy rainpour last night for about 2 or 3 hours. So this stuff is already wet, but I'm still going to simulate the rainfall with the 2-liter bottle full of water like Dave requested. So let's do that right now. Let's get all my tinder wet. Alright, so I got my K-bar here. I poke some holes and start pouring on my tinder. Tinder's already soaking wet, but as you can see here I have a lot of water left. Loosen the cap up a little here, get my bottle large again. Poke some more holes in this thing. See, it's getting definitely soaking wet. I'm still only a little bit past half on the bottle here. I'd say it's pretty good simulation for a you know, 4 or 5 hour rain. And this stuff is soaked. But we're still going here, still got water left. Alright, let's dump the rest out. Alright, we're empty. So now, all the tinder is soaking, dripping wet. Cattail soaked. Alright. Alright guys, time to make a fire. Let me bring you down closer here so it's easier to see. Again, I'm going to be using this even though it's soaking wet now. Kind of brush off some of the water. I'm going to use this as almost like a little table to hold my tinder. You can see how, well, actually I'm not even on shot here. There we go. You can see how wet this is when I push into it. It looks like a sponge. But anyway, use that as a little bit of a table. First I'm going to try my milkweed pods. Alright, so I'm going to break it open to the inside. I have all those seeds. I'm actually going to rough this up in my hand a little bit. Make almost like a little ball. Again, just trying to fluff it up a little bit. And let's get that ferro rod. I gotta work fast here because I do have the wind. I don't want that little ball of fluff will go flying on me. And I'm going to use my knife here. Of course, most fire steels do have a striker. This one doesn't. I wasn't specific enough to say it had a striker, so I'm not going to use one. See how this works. Well, it's still wet. It's fizzling out a little bit, but no flame yet. Oh, got a little bit of a flame. Alright, let me try to fluff this up again a little bit. It is wet. That pod didn't keep it completely dry, so it is damp right now. Up. A little bit of flame there. I don't know if that's going to count. It wasn't substantial flame. I had a flare up, but let's try another pod here. You can see the inside is wet. It's not all fluffy like it used to be. Doing this in my hands, not only is it kind of fluffing it up, but it is, I guess, drying out a little bit. It only helps so much. There we go. Went out on me. Alright, I'm getting flame here, as you can see, but it's not substantial and it's not lasting. So, let's move along to some cattail. Gonna break this guy open. This cattail fluff is still pretty moist on the inside. It's not completely dry. No, I could feel it. It's actually pretty wet. It's not all that dry at all. But let's give it a go. See how it works out. Not catching. Go back to my milkweed. I know you guys can hear that wind. It's ridiculous. I gotta bring it up and show you this. Take a look at those trees. Pretty windy. Alright, let's give it another go. Oh, a little bit of flame there. Not much. Let's try hitting this solid piece. I don't think this is going to help much, but you know, I'll be honest, if I was out in the woods right now, I'd be freaking out a little bit. Nah, it's not going to work. Alright, getting a little desperate. Again, trying to simulate actually being out there in the bush and trying this and failing. It is definitely a scary thing. I'm going to break into some of my tinder fungus here, or not tinder fungus, the hoof fungus. So let me bring it back up. Still pretty moist. It's not all that dry. Try to break this down into little itty bits of fibers if I can. I think this hoof fungus might be a little bit better if I had a flame already. I don't think it's, to be honest, it's going to catch a spark too well. But, like I said, pretending I'm out in the bush and I'm getting desperate now. Let's try that. See if that helps any. Actually, I got to move my stuff around. Let me get over to the side here. It's very hard doing this behind the camera. There we go, a little better. Oh, a little flame. Caught the back of my knife. I'm going to open up another pod here. Friction equals heat, right? I'm not going to start a fire in here, but maybe the heat from the friction will dry out this tinder a little bit more. That's an idea. I haven't tried that before. Scrap that old pile, try new pile. It seemed to work a little bit better. Oh, a little flame there. Definitely seeing some flame. This might be working a little bit. Oh, sleeve's falling down. Alright. Come on, milkweed fluff. Help me out here. Up. You know, I'm getting flame, but it's not oh crap. Am I even in film here? Oh, there we go. I thought I was off screen the whole time. Alright, keep going. I got some flame. I don't know, it's a little bit of a flare-up. I don't think Dave will consider that substantial. Ugh. It's working a little bit. You could see it's burning, it's just... I want to be very convincing here. So again, I'm just going to keep warming this up. Hopefully in the process drying it out. Alright. Come on, old faithful fluff. Not working. Alright. Let's try that with some cattail fluff here. If that helps any. I feel like I have a better chance with the milkweed, but I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, getting desperate. If it was currently raining right now, it'd be even worse. This is just simulating after a rain. Man, it looks so dry, but it just does not want to catch. Disappointing. Alright, keep working at it. You know, in retrospect, I really wish I just picked a lighter. Would have made my life a whole lot easier. And that's what Dave was talking about. Attention to detail. I kind of went quick thinking, alright, this is a better idea, a ferro rod, than a lighter for a very long-term use. But for short-term, if it was, you know, a quote-unquote survival situation, and you're only out there, oh, little flame. Went out on me. Anyway, if you're only out there for a couple days, a lighter will do you a lot better. Oh, I got some flame. Went out on me. Well, I don't know. I want to give in. Only because I'm right next to my house. You know, if I was out in the woods and this was real, there is no giving in. You know, you give in, you die. But I don't know. I'm getting pretty discouraged here. Pretty discouraged. Let me try one more fresh pod. Actually, you know what? I had this is a little bit of an older pod. It doesn't look like it's going to matter. I thought the older one might be a little... Oh, no, here it is. Thought the older one might be a little more dried out. But after that little soaking, doesn't matter. It's wet now. The good news is I'm spreading all these milkweed seeds, so maybe they'll start growing in my backyard. You know, I had to go probably, I don't know, maybe 50 yards, 75 yards into the woods to find it. There's a little bit of a, I wouldn't say marsh area, but it's a wetter area. That's where I found it, but anyway. Alright, come on. Come on, fluff. Do me good here. I'm getting a little bit of little embers here and there, and they're sprinkling around, but they're not catching. They're not. It's not substantial. This is not enough flame. I'm getting flame, but I don't think, you know, his requirement is just to get flame. But to be honest, you know, that's not substantial. I can't build a fire off of the flame I'm getting. It's literally a 1-second flame. It's a little bit of a flare up, and it's not going to get me a full fire. Actually, I'm working with something here. All right. Alright, this is good news. Good news. I'm going to let that breathe for a minute. Grab some more fluff here. Oh, you can see that. Definitely getting better. Get some crackling. Let me surround this in some of the let that breathe. Man, it's hot. It just won't burst into flame. Can't catch a break here. I got this fluff all over the place on my eyes. Oh crap, it's all it's all on my face. I'm blowing all over the place. Alright, let me let that breathe for a second, regroup, break open another pod here. It's looking promising, and I'm sure Dave's laughing at me right now. I'm sure he has a whole bunch of different techniques from this point on. I mean, I have an amber going. It's looking good. It's just can't get that to break in the flame. See what I did there? I suffocated it. Not good. Oh, so close, but no cigar. Man. Oh, you know what? Wait. Nope. Still going. Nope, never mind. Nope, it's spent. See, I screwed up there, and that's real. I had something good going there. I didn't have enough tinder. It wasn't dry enough. I couldn't get it going, and that's just that's the real deal right there. Like I said, I mean, this is real life. I'm not trying to fake it, not trying to cheat. I couldn't get it going. I got really close. Oh, I keep speaking too soon. It's still burning here. Still burning. So maybe I can do something with this. Maybe I'm blowing on it too hard, giving it too much air. Let's try. Well, I got all these leaves around even though they're wet. Let's enclose this a little bit. At least I can hold it a little bit better now. I just need some dry grass, would be great. Let me try. Alright, at least it's holding out a little bit. I gotta regroup here a little bit. Like I said, I'm trying to rush things now. I want to get it done. And I'm desperate for fire. Alright, well now it's actually out for good. So, nothing I can do now. I have to say, honestly, this was a great learning experience. Unfortunately, I failed. I failed to produce a fire with wet tinder. Now I know on a dry day, this would be simple. And for the most part, I only practice on dry days. And that was a mistake. So this is a great learning experience for myself. Hopefully for you guys who are viewing this right now. You got to practice in all kinds of conditions. You can't pick your weather. As I mentioned before, it's extremely windy here. Obviously I tried to simulate the very wet conditions. And it just didn't happen. I got close. You know, I got a little discouraged. I tried to quit and then realized, alright, well, I still have a chance here. And you know what? If I was in the woods, if this is really a survival situation and it was this wet, obviously I'd still try. But who knows if I would succeed or not. But for now, I'm quitting. I know it's not good, but you know, I'm tired of it. It's frustrating. So I think I picked a good array of tinders. Again, on a dry day, it's a surefire thing. It's definitely going to work for you. I mean, well, I wouldn't say definitely. It's a very high percentage chance that it's going to be good for you and get a fire starting. It has for me in the past, as far as using natural tinders and going with a you know, a ferro rod like this. So, like I said, great learning experience. Unfortunately, I failed. So I'm out of the contest now. I would like to wish everyone else who's still going in the contest, I wish you the best of luck. Dave, thank you very much for the opportunity. And this is definitely, like I said, a great learning experience for myself. So I'm glad I participated. So once again, good luck. You know, if you guys haven't already done so, check out Dave's channel. He's an awesome guy. He really knows his stuff. Very entertaining as well as informative. So that's why I'm a subscriber. Anyway, I failed. It sucks, but that's life. That's just how it is. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, hopefully you learned something out of this. And I know I'll definitely experiment with some different things next time it's raining, because now I'm determined to get a fire going while it's soaking wet. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Take care.